An experience like this is a once-in-a-lifetime, unforgettable opportunity, no doubt about it. It was for me, it was for the teachers. But will Northrop Grumman's experiment pay off? How do teachers bring an extraordinary experience like this back to their classrooms, back to their students, with inspiration?
Teachers have got to make science fun. They've got to make it interesting, and it cannot just be from a textbook. They have to make it real. It has to be able to apply to everything they see and do around them every day, and it's just at middle school level, it has to be fun.
And the funny thing is, I didn't think I would get in because I'm a life science teacher, not a physical science teacher. So I started to think, how am I going to tie this in with my classes?
I think the energy is contagious, so if you go in there energetic and motivated and that sort of thing, I think that does lend itself to them becoming more motivated and energetic about the subject. This program, the whole Weightless Flight of Discovery, is part of that, getting me even more motivated and excited about teaching.
Hello, and welcome to Southwest Academy Middle School in Baltimore, Maryland.
Has this ever happened to you?
All right, you guys, table before I learn.
This class is boring.
You see, I'm better teacher. I don't want to learn. You something.
Enough! With Northrop Grumman's Weightless Flight of Discovery, this will never happen again. Just watch.
Sick. I quit.
Today, class, we're going to learn.
How did my coach change as a result of the video? My coach now, he feels like, of course, the sky's the limit. If I was to go up there, I would take a basketball with me, so I feel like I could slam dunk or something.
They need to put a basketball on a zero-G airplane. They need to put a basketball cage and that kind of stuff and show the hang time, so you're there. You know, you just hang like this forever. It'd be an incredible picture. You know, hang time and the film, you're just there forever. It'd be gorgeous.
In almost all cases, the students react in a very excited way that their teacher, quoting some of them, is a scientist. Mrs. Smith is a scientist. And it changes the way that they look at these teachers.
Drinks are like the Capri Suns. The Capri Sun drinks, those little bag drinks, came out of the space program. That was one of the things that has come into our everyday culture from the space program. And it does. It feels like I've shared an exclusive experience, and one that I wouldn't have had if it wasn't for this program. And on the flight, we did some of the stuff with water, and like the bowling ball I was telling you about earlier, all right, you get all these little drops of water, and boy, is it fun to try to see if you can get a mouthful of that drop of water. Well, then gravity comes back and you lie down, and all the water falls on you. It drips off the ceiling, it drips out of the air, you gotta get your towel, you gotta wipe it up, and it's like it's raining inside the plane.
It's inspired me to write down my goals and to reach for them. I've set a goal for myself to influence as many young people as I can. And hopefully one day I'll get to see one of these young people I work with now walk on Mars in 30 years.
I don't expect everybody to become a PhD and do research. But that doesn't mean that you can't work in science.
Well, it's a huge time for science with all the technology. I mean, that's all science.
I think that will be a huge thing for them to actually see their teacher floating around as if they're in space. I think that would be a really unique experience for those kids. So
they're going to want to do it.
They will. Yeah.
They're going to say, can we go?
Right.
You're going to say?
You sure can. Absolutely, yeah. This is why we're here today in science. You guys are the next engineers, scientists, doctors, whatever. So, yeah.
I'm fortunate enough to say that I have one young man that I took to space camp years ago that is working at Glenn Research Center in Ohio currently. And he came back a couple years ago, spent the whole day with me and my kids saying, you can do it, it's there. All you got to do is want it.
You guys are the perfect age, the perfect time in your life. If you want to go into space, you probably will be able to. If you look at this and you go, wow, I would like to fly weightless, that looks so awesome. You probably don't have to do it in a zero-G plane. In your lifetime, it is very probable that it will become a possibility for you. That when you are 25, 35 years old, that it will be that we've got increased space travel, increased opportunity, that we're exploring outside of our own planet again, as we should be. And that we're not outsourcing it to every other country, but they're our very own children from here that have grown up and taken classes in math and science and technology and engineering, and that you'll get that opportunity.
We have to inspire young people, because as we know, being a baby boomer, there's a lot more of us than there are of Generation X, Generation Y. And as we retire and unfortunately die off, there's going to be a huge gap, a lot of empty space that need to be filled by the next generation. And it's important to get them excited. It's important to inspire them, because there's just some really cool things out there that we haven't even thought about yet that they're going to discover.